Alright, so unfortunately I still haven't got my frame back around. Oops, Castor of Magic. But we have a new version of Castor of Magic with innumerable changes. No, wait, sorry. With innumerable changes. And once again, I have not read the list of spoilers. Though, if I fail to win this game, I will do so. But I've been really enjoying the game, giving me all kinds of surprises. But it is my intention to win this one! Kid gloves are coming off, and I'm going to hit this with everything I got. And see if I can't possibly win a game on Extreme. And it's Death Elves, of course. Oh, look at that! A blue sea! Yay! Alright. What face do I wish to wear today? I do like Cloud Reed. I do. Maybe I should be asking which one of these do I not want to see this time. Well, you're kind of a jerk. You're surprisingly friendly, but with a penchant for Armageddon and Meteor Swarm. That's a pretty good reason to take you out of the running, I think. You know... Actually, yes, let's take you out of the running today. One less Chaos Mage. One less person who prefers Chaos. Okay. Now, I would take the Rune Master Artificer combination that generates mana. As I said, Kid Gloves are off. Every edge I can get. Unfortunately, that combination no longer works. I tested it really quickly, just in case, and I thought, yes, he did remove that one. Sadly. So, what is the most powerful Death Mage I know how to make? I know that I'm Dark Elves. That much is a given. So, other than the School of Magic and Dark Elves, I have otherwise complete freedom. Though I do need to be heavy in the school. Alchemy... Archmage, Artificer. Boy, I always wish I had more picks at the end of the day. I want it all! If I could, I would dump like 9 books in every school and take them all. This is... I mean, I'm iffy. Warlord might be better than Alchemy Artificer, but I want to focus on magical power because it's about... I've done Smurfs, I've done Zerk Nature, I did something Chaos and Life for the first 2 I played heavy in with this mod. Heavy Death is the only school of magic left, and then, well, then I'll get to do something crazy. Picking all the best stuff. I want Mana Leak. I want Weakness. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, game. Don't be messing with me. Give me resources. Resources. Come on. Start me with something good. I'm thinking a Quark Crystal, an Adamant, and 2 gold mines. Oh, and Wild Game. Think you could manage that? Just gonna misinterpret my order. I have it at 101,000 cycles, but it doesn't... Oh! 2 runes! Yes, that's what I meant. I wanted ruins. Right where they can attack me. I got Adamant. I cannot possibly complain, because I actually got the Adamant. Dark Elves. Advantages. They produce 1 power per person, which is more than anything else. Oh, lumped Mithril and Adamant in the same spot. Or was it always that way? Builder's Hall will increase housing production. Sawmill increases everything. Let's do that first. I don't have enough food. Okay. And... a spook. Alright. I will try to resist the temptation to burn down cities and make permanent enemies at the beginning of the game. I am hoping for... let me see. What are we hoping for? Draconians and trolls as neighbors. Trolls go very good with death magic, and draconian airships go good with absolutely anything. I love that unit. It is like my new favorite thing. And I'm on a peninsula. That is not a bad thing. Actually, I like it kind of because guarded by many werewolves. Because even though I can't put another city out there, I at least have one less direction to worry about. And any cities that I build, and I'll definitely be filling this swamp, thanks for starting me in the swampland game, with other cities, will be cities in between me and my enemies. Am I on an island? I set the land size to large. I shouldn't be on an island. A desert swamp island. I'm on a desert swamp island! How am I supposed to work with this? Game! What? I wish I had green. I could turn this into a verdant paradise. Shit. Alright. Well, being so close to a continent... Oh, no, you can't end my game. Okay, that's not too bad. I can handle that. Dark Elves. Dark Elves without any neutral cities to attack. That's one of their great advantages, is they're a builder race, which used to be, before the Castor Magic mod, builder races was a really big deal. And aggro races were never able to build up. They were like gnolls. They were just, you better take some cities very quickly. But they were a builder race that was capable of aggro because of, let's do that, because of their, all their units being ranged. I mean, they have the deadliest spearmen in the game, hands down. Where are the neutral cities? I know there's one nearby there. Oh, I should make a second ghost. Why am I massing crystals? I'm sure there's a good reason for that, and not just because I forgot. Let's do the granary first. Yeah, obviously I have a grand plan here, because I'm going to win this one, so I'm not going to make stupid decisions right off. Ah, boy, what do I want? I suppose what I really need is some early research. I'm on Archmage. I want that skill. Okay. Find for me this lovely city, and we will... Well, we can't make a floating island, and we can't cast water walk or flight, so I guess we'll just have to build a boat. The old-fashioned way of getting around. So my first goal should be settlers and enough defenses that these ruins and this lake don't annihilate me. Okay. Very good. Building more housing is so good with this race. On the other hand, I want those settlers now. But the farmer's market would help too. It can never be too soon. I am not finding anything. Okay. Lots of resources, lots of empty territory, but I'm starting to get worried. I don't know why, but just... I'm not finding anything. Strange that that should make me uncomfortable. It shouldn't. That's Beastmen. Okay, but that's a thing, and I could conquer it. If I can get over there, I can conquer it with very little effort. Okay, silver is in life. That is unfortunate for me. Where, oh where is the Draconians? Alright, time for a minor exploit. Okay, that's that town. There's no towns around here. Where did the Draconians come from? There couldn't be another littler island in between, could there? Okay. I need to... Let me see if I can set out my goals. Goal 1. Settlers on this terrible island of mine. We're probably going to want to hug the water so we can do boats. I can get one with mithril and one with adamant. Maybe I can wedge another one in somewhere, but probably not. Then we want to get boats and push settlers up this way, although it would be hard to defend. We want to push aggressive units this way. Which one do I want to do, though? Settlers or military? Ah, dwarves! I love dwarves. I love that race. I should get them over here with all the gold. Gold, 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 gold. Ah, traditional dwarven singing there. I believe that was Terry Pratchett that had the gold song. Seriously, where did that Draconian come from? Over here, maybe? It traveled very fast, I'll say that. Very fast indeed. I guess I want Summon Hero. Yes, that's what I was amassing mana for. I'm going to start summoning heroes right off the bat. Okay. Well, Nightshade is nice. 11? 15 is really good. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that's a pretty good spot there. I won't get the mithril, but... I like that spot. Do I want another one? I need swordsmen. This is a risky... This is dicey. This is an unwise early game decision to send out undefended settlers because something's going to come out of those ruins and eat the cities. But, on the other hand, if nothing eats those cities, I will profit considerably. And I really do need to get ahead early. Wow. Doesn't look like an orc. Orcs have gotten a lot cuter. Throne? Noble? Yes. Absolutely. Okay. Well. Oh, you take the place of Bagtrue. Let's see. Throne. Yeah. No, I can't leave my capital undefended. I can't do it. I want to send the sword and spearmen over to that and count on the lightning bolts from my tower and my hero to defend it. The hero can outrun most threats, but I just can't do that. I can't leave my capital with just a hero guarding it, because if anything happens, anything goes wrong, that's my capital. Alright, go down into... Oh, well, let's go like that. Yeah. I should have an inordinate amount of magic power between being an archmage and dark elves. So this should be as powerful as a death mage can be. This is completely open. If I could take that city, I could just start spitting out dwarven settlers all over the place. But again, I don't have a way to defend it yet. I hope that whichever opponent is on this world is not running Draconians. Please do not have Draconians, and no one break through any portals. Stay on your own plane, your own side of reality. Ah, shit. Pretty much everything I don't want in a life mage, with blue to mess with me. An aggressive pragmatist. And you've got Artificer, so I can't really trade with you for anything. Well, that was the worst news I could have received. Aside from Armageddon being cast. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So, that is all locked off. Let me make certain there's no way anyone will be able to slip a city onto my continent. That's actually one of the important things. Alright. We'd share one tile. Oh, I could get 9 here, but I'd be out of reach. Okay, looks like the desert. In the desert, there is a horse with no name, 'cause there ain't... Okay, I'm going to... As soon as possible, we need military... Coliseum? That's new. What is that? There's a new building in the game? I will not let my curiosity get the best of me. Economy first. But I do need to get out in the water. I do need good units. So... let's slam down this. Okay, how are we looking? Should have done this right off. I mean, I know the Drow are a bit picky about this sort of thing, but I gotta squeeze every last coin I can. Soon I will have Summon Hero, and then I will rapidly bridge this gap. Except you'll be rapidly expanding, and I will be very slowly doing things. Yep, that's the kind of armies I expect you to be fielding already. You gonna go conquer that city? Well, I can't stop you. Take all you can while you can. Inevitably, I shall turn things around. Yeah, let's raise our population. So, I'm not 100% convinced that blue is my neighbor in this plane yet. That could have come out of a burst portal already. Anything is possible. I will not conquer their cities. No matter how tempting it is, I will not make an enemy at the beginning of the game. I've done that too many times in a row now. They never forgive me. When I take one city early on, they never forgive it. This is about everything I could ask for. This gives me more casting. It should have given me more casting power than it did. I don't quite know what's going on with that. Should be giving me quite a bit more if she's in my capital. But she'll be very, very good in combat. Alright. Many werewolves, death knights, sky drakes. None of that is happening. Sadly. Oh, am I gonna find where you live? Because it's important I should know that, even if I can't do anything about it yet. Sky drakes! Good, that one will stay plugged. Okay. We need defenses. Every population point is more power. Alright. I'm gonna try to get the market and everything relating to that, the farmer's market, that sort of stuff. Then we're gonna get into, probably have to put a shrine down as part of it all, though. Then we'll get to the military. Once I have the foundations in place. I'm waiting to see a certain city go, population risen to 2. How long is it going to take me to learn Summon Hero? Come on. Though I am getting heroes regularly. I told the land size to be quite large. I seem to have gotten a lot of ocean. Aha! Okay, Gunther the Barbarian, or whoever you are now. 7 Nagas. No walls. So you've already got an amplifying tower. Oh, we have had some major changes, haven't we? It doesn't even look the same that it used to. There's no fire going on in it. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't let my people starve to death. Right. We got this. Let's get the sawmill. Quickly. You're good. And you are well on your way. Yes. So, Dark Elves have my favorite unit in the game. My single favorite thing. And that is Warlocks. Which I will be making heavy, heavy use of. Yeah. I'm gonna blow a lot of money to accelerate. So is that everybody? How many people have shown that they're in life, that they will be my enemies, and that I have no trading partners? No hope of trading? Let's get this in place, then I can accelerate your population. 3. 3 out of 4. Okay. Well, I am making enough money. I suppose I can throw the last of it at that. I have another city coming online that's going to need fortune as well. Okay, that's the population growth I want to see. Okay. Oh boy. I'm going to need a little time to gather the funding for you there. Still, that adamant. When I switch to military, I think I'm going to go with just boring units like swordsmen at first, just to get something defending all my towns. Then it's going to go straight to ships. I shouldn't need more than, so many cities! You're everywhere. They're everywhere! I have to compete with this somehow. Shadow demons! You know, summoning heroes is good, but shadow demons... Okay, let's get that in place. Anything else I can do over here? Oh. You know, these buildings are helping me accelerate my construction. You know, just some spearmen might do it. Just 2 spearmen. I can make skeletons! That's one of my advantages! Oh, I've not been pressing all my advantages. Okay. Wait. Alright. Skeletons. Alright, I'm actually gonna do this. Okay. And I'm gonna slide you over there. Two ranged units with some skeletons should do it. Alright. How much more can I do? I can start summoning my heroes now. This city is going to go right back to housing. I think I'm just going to maximize the number of skeletons I have in these 3 cities. I can move Summoning Circle around for free now, so I'll capitalize on that. Then I'll get a hero. Then it should be Shadow Demon time. I'm hoping for a sage. I think her name is Lumiere now. Used to be Zaldron. I'm still more familiar with the, well, with the names I'm used to. I'm still used to the names I'm used to. Yes. Well. I think I can pump my taxes up. With a few more skeletons, I should be able to max it. Did I forget to say skeleton this turn? I bet I did. Okay, this is really important. I should consider that part of my economy. Yes, I forgot to skeleton. But that's okay. Nothing lost because they come in at instant speed. A single citizen will pay for a skeleton every 24 turns. You look at it that way, these things are dirt cheap. Alright, I'm wondering where the major continents are. So far, all I see are these 2 little ones. This is not a large landmass. It actually makes me think more of... There's a setting you can do in Civilization 4 where you can have snaky continents. Some of this looks a little bit like that. Oh, right. They have water walking. Crap. Gladly. By all means, summon all the heroes you want. Just keep them locked up in your capital. Okay. I'm going to be banking on skeletons to pacify the populace. Production by 25%. Alchemist Guild allows the Amplifier Tower. The Amplifier Tower is something else. Okay. Miners Guild for the production bonus. Alchemist Guild for adamant weapons. And to see what this thing is. Then Rax Guild. Find out what a Coliseum is, hopefully. I'm kind of excited. I want to see what the Amplifying Tower and the, I want to see what they do. I really am curious about the Coliseum. I want to see what the building looks like. This means... Did they take the place of an existing building? Because I can't tell what building's been removed. Or are they whole cloth added to the game? Like straight up there can be more buildings per town now. Because if such an amazing thing is possible, oh my gosh, I want to throw around ideas sometime. Okay, taxes maxed, getting away with it, thanks to my undead police force. Okay, and with that money, let's get this town's economy going. We will maximize our populations and our production. Then use that and all the money and power it gives me to go nuts. We gotta go north. We badly need to go north. I'm going to move the summoning circle next turn. I'm not going to walk skeletons around anymore. Well, I hope nothing comes and messes up my shit. And I really hope she leaves that Dwarven City alone. I want to conquer that. I want dwarves on some of the resources, and the rest to be dark elves. Let's get this very quickly. Okay, spell. There you are. Zort. Ooh. I am growing more powerful. Despite the fact I'm contributing so little to that. So she got the big continent. Apparently there's only a continent, a small continent, and an island. And I got the island. At least I am defensible. There are no portals. So I only have to worry about attacks from all directions, i.e. the sea. If I can claim this thing, though, I gotta get up there. Sooner the better. I can't keep up with you, but I know where to... I have a better idea of where to exert my pressure once I get it. I can jump straight to Warlocks, which is the unit I'm banking on. Let's do this first. Very, very, very soon, Warlocks. The Miners Guild opened that to me? That can't be right. No, it's open right now. Just the library. It only costs 600 instead of 1,000 like it used to. It's actually not that hard to get. Okay. Economy first. Ooh. Dark Elves. Is that still neutral? It's still neutral. There's nothing guarding it. She's gonna have her own Dark Elves. And I won't be able to stop it. But this city is doing quite well. Yes. Just ignore me. I'm no threat to anybody. I'm just sitting off on my little island. It's all swamps and deserts. You wouldn't want to live here anyway. Just ignore me a little longer there. By little, I mean probably another few hundred turns, at least. Please defend yourselves better than that. Look at that population. That one city is worth more than my entire island. Oh, you guys better not die. Better not fall into her hands. The machine is cheating in its own favor, leaving poorly defended metropolises right in its own path. While hemming me in. There's just been one tile of land here. Just one. That city's not going to last. And it's a road, meaning more Dark Elves cities nearby. Oh, well, Beastman cities. Great. Maybe I can find an obnoxious place to park my ghost to slow their logistics down. I'd just be losing a ghost. Yeah. She's not messing around. So the game listens to me. When I speak aloud, the game hears. It's all like, oh really? And just did that, just to show me. Just to show me. Alright. I should be producing skeletons still. I ran out of MP, that's why. Oops. Not that I need them right this second. We can get by a little longer. Okay, farmer's market. Alright, good. And you want to be doing housing again. Another great housing project. Well, I am an alchemist. May as well make use of it, right? That's the real reason I picked it, not the magic swords. Those don't mean a whole lot to me. When I'm playing a race that can already build the buildings for it, which I think is every race now. Used to be that alchemist was a more important trait with certain races because they weren't able to build alchemist guilds. But now, look at that. It just sticks out of it. Increases casting skill by 7. I didn't even know you could get a building to do that. This is new graphics added to the game. Another type of building straight up added. This is a whole new level of modding. It's also very expensive to maintain. Yikes. Ooh. I want to see a Colosseum. But I must restrain myself. I need boats and warlocks. Let's get ourselves some boats. Actually, how quickly, excuse me, apprentice, 5 turns, and those don't need to, I mean, I still want to get settlers up here, but I can bank on shadow demons to conquer the dwarves. I want to find out what it does. This is the kind of surprise that I love, like just discovering, not having, you know, seen the spoilers. Okay, I want all of it. Oh man, choices. It's worth a lot of money. Money I'm using heavily to build up. Yeah, I think that's right. I think I'm gonna go Shadow Demons to take the dwarves. All I need is to make a boat somewhere and push some Dark Elf settlers up, because I want more. I want as many cities to be Dark Elf as possible. And and then I'm pushing for warlocks, heavy warlocks this game, and nightmares are supposed to be much stronger. They used to be, well, I didn't think much of them. I mean, a flying ranged unit is something that, I mean, just think about a flying ranged unit. How do you fight against that unless you have a ranged attack of your own, or are flying? Like, most enemies are just hosed, but they come into play so late. You know, sprites are a nice early game one. And they weren't that great before. But I hear they are now. Alright. I'm hoping to rush that Miners Guild too. That one might not be as populous as the other two. But well, they got adamant. Adamant looks better on something with a physical weapon like a slinger than a warlock, but warlocks still get shot at sometimes. Actually, they have missile immunity, I'm sorry. They still get into melee sometimes, so the defense matters. Yeah, she's got all the room in the world to expand. That's a problem. I should be rooting for her to burst through portals and to send all of her aggressiveness into the Arcanus plane. I want her attentions far away from— oh shit! She took the Dwarven City! The one I was making the Nightshades for. I don't know when I could possibly be ready for a war with her. No, she didn't. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She did. Oh, poop. She's got Nagas to go across water. Blue magic to be really obnoxious. And at least one Draconian city. What do? I need to take that continent. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I have to own it. Have to. Well, that brings us back to warlocks and boats, plus the shadow demons. I need at least 3 warlocks in every city before I start attacking, I figure. I mean, that's a fairly expensive thing to maintain, but... okay, put some skeletons there. More, really. I need more. If she's in blue, she could get magic immunity. That would make me very sad. Dark Elves were originally, if not the best race, certainly top tier. There are actually a bunch of top tier races. The High Men were the thing that could just wipe the Dark Elves out, because paladins. The Halfling were considered the best. They were actually not a builder race, they were an aggro race, but their slingers remained relevant late game. And particularly if you could get some Mithril or Adamant on them with White Warlord, just build around them. Yeah, they were considered the strongest thing. And of course trolls were top tier, because trolls. Now things are much more balanced. I wonder if all the races get amplifying towers, or if it's specific to the more magical ones. I think I saw it on a Beastman city, but that doesn't mean a lot, because Beastmen always could build everything. Alright, let's shift. Guess I better let that go. Get some more power. Yes. Let me rely on my gold to generate all the mana I need. Can I rush anything? I suppose a couple nightshades in all my cities would be good too. The heroes are not ready for battle yet. Not even close. There's nothing for me to really target. Okay, very good. Now is your time to population up. Hi there. That's a well-defended city. Alright. Here. How many shadow demons do I need? The moment I do this, all hell's gonna break loose. I'm gonna have a really hard time spreading settlers. Do I do it now? Or do I try to get a boat and a bunch of settlers and settle that continent? Whoa, I did not mean to do that. I'm so glad I didn't click on her city and start a war. Hello, I don't remember meeting you. You're here? A fellow black mage. Neither of those could ever come back to bite me. Not really. Oh, right, of course. Okay. Lawful. Buddy? Friend? Best friend? Best buddy? Where are you? That bothers me. I don't know. She's probably the most powerful force in the entire game. And she might make other people turn on me, as tends to happen a lot. Not that that makes a big difference at the moment, but still. Trading partners are important. Well, at least she has a friendly greeting for me. Alright, how are we gonna do this? You're up here. Population. Yes. Oh, keep holding. Keep holding, little city. You're my heroes. That's worrisome as well. Everything worries me. Alright, I want a power comparison. I'm willing to bet that blue is the most formidable thing in the universe, but let's see how she rates against yellow. One thing I am aware of is that the... Why? We were just trading spells peacefully like yesterday. Like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yikes. Wow. So, gang, tell me, if you were to just make them a single line, yes, you would rate her above her. Okay. Well, she's nowhere near anything of mine, right? Aha. Okay. Hello, you too. They break these things way early. 2 black. And a fellow archmage. Peaceful, focused on magic, and no chaos in there. Good. Buddy, let's be best friends forever. Let's be best friends forever. I'm trading you something awesome that should have upped your liking me, please. I know you've got a peace treaty. Please don't go to war with me, please. Be my friend. Go to war with everyone else. Be my friend. I need a friend. Seriously, I gave you a high-end spell. You should be appreciative. I suppose I could give spells as gifts, but somehow that never seems to work out for me. Green, take this neutral city, please. Please take this city. You. It's better than blue getting it. Oh, I gotta check relative power levels. It's better than blue getting it, and it puts something else in her territory for her to think about. I'm not entering your territory right now, thank you. You're kind of the, well, I'd say something, but I appear to be a gnat right now, so maybe I'd better keep my opinions of your power to myself. Ooh. You have a surprising amount of forces. That must be you. They're just tearing through the portals left and right. They must be taking out all the easier nodes before I have any hope of getting near them. But we might achieve some sort of balance of power. If I'm lucky. Seriously though? Already? War? Are you kidding? Aha! I see. Really? Well, whoops. No. Suppose I can do this? Happiness? Good. Okay. Keep it up. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. I think I'm going to make boats in town 2 and warlocks in my capital, and then settlers in everything. And see if I can't claim a whole lot of territory really quickly. I mean, I don't mind dwarven cities if they plant dwarves, if they'd be so kind as to send her... Oh, come on! Why? You're peaceful. Well, there's only so much one can do. Guess who's scouting out the other plane? Well, my one consolation is that Blue has not wanted war with me. The aggressive one. The aggressive one is content. Got away with it. Got away with nothing, actually. Just didn't die. Didn't get murdered for no reason. By someone who I'm not even in their territory. These developments are not particularly to my liking. No, the one person who's not at war with me, I'm gonna go start a fight with. Would you leave me alone? I've not done anything to you. I gave you a nice spell, and I already regret doing that. I already regret having given you anything. I should have traded you like weakness or skeletons or some crappy thing like that. What? Excuse me, game? That was my knee. My knee on the keyboard. Wait. Serious? For serious? For serious? There's gonna be spiders in there. I'm gonna lose my thing. Oh, here we go. Oh! What are you doing? We're up here. I'll take it. That's a free... Drained mana is transferred to the caster's skill pool. Skill pool? As in I become a better wizard? That doesn't make sense. Well, I have two mortal nemesi who have lots and lots of mana. So whatever this spell does can only benefit me. Let's do it. Let's mass cast this. If this turns out to drain like tons of mana crystals for me, then I won't even have needed to... Oh, look at that. How many cities does Yellow have already? Are you at war? Oh. I wouldn't have even needed Alchemist with this. That's a pretty ridiculously impressive spell. Let me say. If that really gives me a ton of mana. Well, that's not where I would have put it, but okay. Let me see. That's still neutral. You've gotten 3 cities, and you've declared war. Okay. Green is just here to harass me, though. Well, let's explore that. Let's keep cave spelunking. I could put everything I have into power. Never worry about the mana crystals because I could just throw this around and leech off of my enemies. They started it. They're the ones who decided to fight me for no good reason, so I guess it's only fair that I leech off them, eh? If I had no enemies, I wouldn't even consider risking such an action. But you or loses 181. Did I get them? I don't think I got them. Did my... But this time I'll watch my spell casting ability. That's a nice crystal there. Is that in green? No, that's blue. Okay. This time I'll target the other one. And maybe in that case, I don't need spell power. Maybe the Archmage doesn't go with black, doesn't go with death magic. This spell actually changes, depending on what it actually is doing, changes how I view death magic. I need to watch my thing. It's probably as though I had put that many points into this, into skill. So right now we've got 43. Why don't you put a Dwarven city here? Get 2 gold and a Mithril on it, plus whatever's hiding behind this darkness. There's probably something good in there. Mithril on Hammerhands is always nice. Hammerhands and Warlocks is not the worst combo, though I'd prefer a ranged attack that was physical, or Paladins, because they're still good. They buff everything. Anything that buffs all my ranged units' ability to shoot is good. Ha. Ooh. And if I keep doing this, I will keep getting better at doing this. Plus it hurts them. I need shadow demons right now. Don't I? Do I? Do I even need shadow demons? I'm becoming the most powerful wizard in the world. Okay. Shipwrights Guild. My mercies, yes, they are boundless. You can thank me later for allowing you to keep some of your money that you earn. That's my generosity there. Yeah. With 2 nightshades, that city should be impervious to magic. Shame I can't transmit my nightshade to nearby towns. Create a network. Ah, well. It's nice to get Nightshade on your capital, but otherwise I don't think a whole lot of it, because if they can't target one city, they'll just target another, and very few of your cities will have Nightshade. So, it just gets back around to what I said at the beginning. Nightshade is good on your capital, not that great on much else. +1 level. Is that city still neutral? That's amazing. I'm banking pretty heavy right now on yellow and blue, or yellow keeping blue occupied. That's a lot of cities that they've got, but if I can take this up here, I can compete. But it's not just the taking, it's the holding that's the real issue. Now, a pile of warlocks, a bunch of these nightshades. Good. I would love to have 2 of those. Right. Triremes. Barracks would level it, an alchemist guild would... No, it wouldn't, because I already got that, but... Trireme. Oh no! You've been drained again! Wow. I'm really loving this drain power. Oh, I want to keep casting it. I want to just do it over and over, but... we need shadow demons to go north. We can do it one more time. Yeah, one more time. I'm haunting your world of the living. Oh, no! Actually, I'm in the air, and they're on the ground, but... Now I know my limits. I'll be back here with 9 shadow demons. I will have the casting power to do so, and thanks to my economy and alchemy, I will have the mana crystals to do it too. Summon them all. Now if one of them would gather more crystals so that I could grab larger chunks at a time. I should be poking my head into the other plane with this thing more often. Yes! Night Wrath, Night Wrath, Night Wrath, that is you! Emergency! You need to produce housing. No, that's not what I meant. Ooh, I meant magicians, and you're here too, I see. I wish you two would go at it as well. But, actually no, I wish you two would gang up on blue. Anything to hold blue down. Keep her busy. Oh, man. Oh, well, there goes that. I do not want to go to war with blue. I am not looking forward to this declaration, but every turn that I don't have cities on that continent, I fall further and further behind. So I need to get there now. As soon as possible. Heroism. Is that? I always assume when I see a unit glowing white, it's probably heroism. Because it's the best early white spell. It's so good. Good. This one's good. This one can be critical. Generation and weapon immunity. 125 mana. I do need a close melee unit, but let's get darkness, because that can boost stuff that I got. I want to know what the Colosseum does so badly. Would it help? Would it help me, warlocks? Less mana today. Should have cast it on her. We'll do that this time! Okay, can I raise taxes again? Okay. We do need to build those assorted buildings that, the shrines and everything like that. I can't believe I've been ignoring shrines this long. But that's one of the advantages of death. Skeletons, death has had the most incredible revamp. They have whole new dimensions now. Weakness gives them an early combat spell that's actually good, as I learned from my last couple games. Skeletons, what they can do for you in terms of pacifying the population. Wonderful. And now we have this awesome mana drain trick, which not only holds the enemy back, which is not that big of a deal, really, in these settings, but it's actually a faster way to advance casting power, and I wish I had never picked Archmage now if I had known, but that's part of the fun of learning. That's part of the fun, is the discovery. Oh yes, they're all at war with each other, except for you two. Alright. You two like it? It troubles you? It troubles you, does it? Really? Many stone giants, eh? I keep forgetting to pop into the Arcanus plane. Alright. Shadow demons and warlocks. And settlers. I should have everything in place by the time I do this. The amount of magical power I'm siphoning and gaining is increasing in a sort of an exponential kind of thing. So, if they would just gather more crystals, the lazy bums, I could do this even faster. Definitely not. And I've learned my lesson repeatedly now on storm giants. I won't underestimate them again. Okay. Adamant, yep, that's where I had to put that one. Thank you! You're saving me the trouble. I got one more spot to do Dwarven City, and then I gotta get Dark Elves everywhere I can. As you can see, Warlocks are incredibly slow. I want stacks of them, and I want stacks of Nightmares. And, I'll need a melee unit of some kind. Actually, I guess the Nightmare can double. I'm not going to use Nightblades unless they've been massively buffed. I've never cared for them. I mean, they had their uses on the map being... Well, I mean, I guess apparently the game didn't even know that invisible units were invisible on the map, but in theory they were useful on the map. Alright. Yes, we can keep doing this. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to the power I'm gaining. I'm some kind of vampire. Some kind of vampire wizard now. I'm used to on Extreme seeing them have 10,000 or more mana, and the 5% there would be so huge at that number, but they all seem to be low on mana. That means they're using all their crystals. How are they using... Considering the size of their empire, how could they be using so much power? Well, there's no figuring that out. They are putting down a lot of... That's actually going to make it more difficult on my shadow demons there. They are putting buffs on all their cities, and they have to maintain that, plus the summoned units, and they have to maintain those. Well, I think this city should keep taking advantage, keep capitalizing on that population boom. That's probably going to be my thriving metropolis for my empire. It's going to have to build all the shrines, though, like ASAP. I can have the settlers come out of there too. I should count out how many settlers I need. Let me see. I'm probably going to end up burning dwarven cities if they put too many more out to make room for dark elves. So I should just factor one more dwarven city around all that gold and then count it out as though the rest were dark elves and assume that's the number I need. Okay. So... Whoops. Crap. Okay, here we are. So this will be dwarven. That locks out about this far around it. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yes. 1, 2 in this area. We'll only get 1 in there, so probably go for the food. Probably about here. Survey will give me more. 3. It looks to me like I'm going to get 3 more cities on that continent. So I should plan for that. Okay, this town I guess is going to be the one actually producing my ships since that one's busy making babies. I wonder exactly how the population boom is occurring there. Doubled the population growth, but I don't remember anymore. I think the turns were like 4 a year, 1 a year. I don't remember. Dark elves have very, very long lifespans. This would be a boom of them becoming mature adults able to work. So, hundreds of years ago, there was a crazy amount of reproduction going or something. We should probably not inquire too deeply into how these things work. Not overthink that. Okay, there we go. Adamant weapons and armor, warlock, missiles immunity, doom bolt, and more firepower than a high man magician. Alright. As much as I want to have a warlock in every city, or 3 warlocks in every city, I'm going to mass them straight for war. I'm going to risk it. Nobody seems to have discovered where I live yet. So I will just assume I can get away with that. Now, if this city were just a little more over, we'd have a symmetrical triangle. That should not bother me that it's asymmetrical like that, but... These were just the best locations to build the cities. 68. For $8 I could raise... No, that's not worth it. In fact, I'm going to push it... Oh, well, that doesn't make any difference at all. Okay, we'll leave it there. Alright. I'm not casting anything, aren't I? Am I? And I'm trying to decide if I go Shadow Demons now, or if I pull off a few more drains. I think I should drain more mana. I bet they're starting to regret their decision to declare war on a death mage with no actual plan to actually engage in hostilities more than chasing around some ghosts. Because all that's happening is they're paying for it turn after turn. I am losing nothing to speak of. I'm also contemplating spell research right now, since I haven't been able to afford the time to build the buildings for research. But honestly, there's no spell I can think of that I need at the moment, other than high-end spells, like Death Spell. The Shadow Demons are great. I can create artifacts if I want, summon heroes if I want. I have some cheap battle spells, that's where I'm really lacking at the moment. But otherwise, I don't think I need to research anything right now, and I've got nobody to trade with, so that doesn't even factor. I think you... Yeah, it was her. This is an amazing way to gain spell power. Oh, that heavenly light is bothersome. Alright. And these come in way too slowly. They're even expensive to purchase. Too expensive to purchase. Alright. Well, I have an option here. I could make adamant warlocks at this second location, though it will take me a while to get to that. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's just what I need to do, not even a... I don't have an option, I have a thing I must do. But I'm at least going to inspect what the other new building is, because I am very, very, very curious to know, and it could be something critically useful. I honestly can't imagine what the Colosseum does. Does it put all my troops out? It can't be all my troops get another level, because we already have things for that. We've already got magic weapons. Is it possible that a new buff was created, like magic weapons? Or is it something completely different? See, the amplification tower affects spell casting, but a Colosseum couldn't possibly be anything related to that. I literally cannot imagine what it does. What this building is going to do for me. Come on! Alright, let me try to speed the turns up more. This usually destabilizes the game though, so I'm going to save actually, just in case. Oh yeah! I'd love to have those. Okay. Do that again. Oh right! The new save files are no longer compatible with the old ones. Same with the Hall of Fame. That's something I do know was changed here with this patch. Something about the scoring system and Hall of Fame being completely overhauled. So much power just coming from townsfolk. Amazing. Alright, so you're low on crystals. Oh yes, there's a good target. And very, very soon the rate at which I can spend crystals is going to exceed the entire everything put towards creating them. But once I start taking cities, I will be able to use alchemy to get all the money in the world, so... Boy, a rebel. Well, we can fix that. And I need a fighter's guild. Was it you or you? Crap, I can never remember. Must have been you. Okay, I hit it correctly. Their crystals seem to fluctuate by the hundreds from one turn to the next. Tense. Alright. So... let me pop in 2 skeletons here. Oh, I can't instantly cast both of them? I should have been able to insta-cast 2 skeletons. No, because I finished up that one spell. That would be why. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, where's... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't look like yellow has pressed any further into blue's territory. To my shock, this city has held its neutrality. Boy, if I could get over there and put a stack of stuff in there, if I had a stack of stuff to put in anywhere. You know, that's almost a good place for that city. Almost. But I won't let that stand. No. Actually, I should put you in the stack. Keep everything together. If the ship gets attacked, it'll be good to have an escort that's not aboard the ship. So... that's the one thing I've always disliked about ships in just about all strategy games, is the possibility of getting it sunk with troops on it. That's always horrifically disastrous when that occurs. Alright, let's start getting shrines. Let's start getting those basic buildings that prevent rebels, because I keep getting rebels all over the place. Is this population boom still going, by the way? That's a very long-lasting population boom. Could you share it with my other cities, perchance? You know, that might be about the only thing that death magic does not have for itself yet. Alright, let's slap one of these down. Global enchantments, early game. Not all colors have a good one of those, though. But, life and sorcery do. Nature does not have a good early game global that I'm aware of, nor does chaos. You'd have thought, actually, that would have been something that would have been part of the game, because it would give each color a clear, distinct thing. You know, just a global effect right off the bat, like Just Cause, that would represent the color strategy and thinking. But the game didn't really build in cycles the way Magic the Gathering would later in its development, where Magic the Gathering would typically give each... They'd make something and they'd give it to each color, and they did this very commonly. Like in Kamigawa, they're like, everybody gets a 6-cost dragon with when it dies effect. Things like that. But I don't think there was a single cycle like that I'm aware of in Master of Magic. It was, I guess, basically before that kind of thinking. Right, I'm just going to pop this in. We're going to row our boat immediately up here. And I guess just going to have to wait a turn. Oh, boy. I don't really want to impinge on this city's... Here. Okay. It goes there. I am nervous about making this enemy, picking this fight. I guess I should resume mana sucking. I should never stop sucking the mana out of my enemies. I think that my increased haste for the game is working quite well. Okay, you here, done. I'm going to lay these cities down. I'm going to summoning circle skeletons into them. That'll be all the guards they get. That's it. It's a fairly sad level of protection, but the army, my entire army pretty much consists of this one stack that's forming. And that is a very tempting reason to run research, actually. Oh crap, which one was it? Was it you? Alright, it was you. Yay! Alright. Build tombstone. Great. Now that town's going to be filled with outlaws. Alright. I'm about ready to start rushing production of warlocks. Spamming them. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 more settlers up there. See if I can find their spots. I think it's time I started summoning shadow demons again. I have to have enough stuff. Okay, here it is. Oh, and that is definitely a new building. That is nice sprite. Yeah, that's nice sprite work. Reduces unrest by 1 and increases your fame. What a fascinating building. Wow. Yeah. That is amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm totally gonna have to throw around all kinds of weird ideas later for buildings. Oh. Oh, that doesn't help me right now, but wow. Should I make halberdiers? They produce a lot faster. And they're good at melee. I think I should. We are going to do that. Alright. Shadow demons, halberdiers, warlocks. The only weak link is the fact that I have to use a boat against an enemy who has things that slither around in the water. If they didn't have sea snakes, well, they'd probably have something else, but... Oh no, not detect magic. I am quaking in my boots right now. You can see what I'm casting. I've never had a particularly high opinion of detect magic, either in Master of Magic or in Magic the Gathering. It's, I think it was called telepathy. Was it telepathy, or was it... Or am I thinking of something else now? Ah, well. So, building ideas. The sawmill only can be built if there's a forest around your city. I believe that restriction's been moved, but there was code to detect that, and code to detect hills. Specifically, the Miners Guild could only be built if there were hills. So, weird ideas that I've had. I would love to see... Let me let me leave these spearmen guarding. So, I know that there can't be buildings specifically for certain schools of magic, as much as I wish there could be like a chaos building and a nature building. I know that there's no way that could be. No coding exists currently in the game to do such a thing. But we still have swamps, deserts, and tundra. 3 terrain types that are generally considered to be detrimental. I don't like having those things around my cities because they kind of suck. But buildings could potentially be tied to those. Can I squeak one in here? Oh, good. I will squeak one in right here. That'll take a few turns. When it returns, I will have enough of an army to do this. In fact, 450 apiece. I can rush 3 warlocks in here. Some of the ones, I mean, I think nomads in particular would have the desert building, whatever it is, something that draws power from heat or something. I don't know. When I was daydreaming such things, I imagined it being tied to chaos and fire magic, but you know, whatever it's actually tied to. The other thing is, it was in my review 8 years ago. I had weird ideas for the Clackons, and one of them was to have a queen. It would be able to summon some kind of crappy larva type unit a few times, like a demon lord does, but it would give leadership or prayer master type things. I just saw it on a unit. Oh, that's over. I just saw it on a unit, Resist All 1, I think it was. Okay, you guys make a shrine now. But that kind of thing. And, you know, that kind of stuff. Bombardier Beetle was another thought. I think Worlds of Magic actually had the Bombardier Beetle in it. I really, really wanted that to be a good game. I kept looking back, but they never patched it. I keep checking Steam's feed going, is there a patch for Worlds of Magic? And I just don't see it, ever. So I assume that the game is in the same state that it was when I played it all that time ago. Which I find very, very unsatisfactory. Alright. Let's get our research off to a flying, well, I guess it's not a flying start, but a flying continue. Okay, was it here? Very good. They have unicorns. Very bad. Unless I can produce a relevant unit here quickly. Swordsman? Warlocks? We can leverage a lot of building power here. Let's get a Miners Guild in then. And it's time to start rushing warlocks. It is time for war. Oh, I don't want to pick this fight. I really don't want to do this. I'll need at least one more settler to secure this continent. Not that that will particularly matter, since I will as soon as I start this war, I will be at war with every single person that knows me. One of the drawbacks of playing death magic, I'm afraid. You don't make many friends that way. Alright. Shadow demons gathering. Warlocks. Let's take the heroes. Oh, they're just gonna die. I mean, I'm not doing anything with them. I'm gonna learn Summon Champion. Alright, I'll do it. Okay. I might be able to have more than a stack of 9. Oh, joy. Somebody's playing with volcanoes. Who's the Chaos Mage? Raise Volcano is, what, 1 book or 2? I think 1. I think 1 Chaos book. You can get that one. I should probably check to see if I can trade spells before I declare war on you. It's not you. It's not you. Okay. You're also at war with whoever that is. You're at war with everyone in the world except for me. I am very sorry. But do we have to be at war? Of course we do. How about you? Peace? There is no peace. Alright. Well, can't do anything about that. Alright. Shoop. And they can't do anything. Okay. I'm pretty sure I can take this continent with a minimum of losses, though it could get messy on me. It looks to me like blue is losing the war with green and yellow. I actually have not checked comparative power levels in a while, but just judging by the map, she's really getting her butt kicked. And that is a very good thing, because the more distracted she is, the less she'll be able to do about this continent here. Fully settled the continent for me. I'm having trouble arguing with these positions. This one's got gold. This one's got gold and mithril. I had intended to get all 3 in one go, but this more cities is better. Silver. The placement of this one is not ideal. Would have been better to be Dark Elves, but it's such a large city at this point, I don't want to burn it. So I think I'm going to leave all those where they are and just accept that I only get 2 Dark Elf cities on that continent. Alright. Rush production of another one. Ooh. I gotta get this place some shrines and things right away. Although, I want to keep producing warlocks there. So, I hope this is enough power. The factor that I cannot take into consideration is just how much magical power she has. I have no combat spells to speak of. I think I've got weakness and zombies, which would be almost worthless at this stage. So, and I'm not sure quite how to disperse things. The shadow demons would draw fire and can regenerate, but maybe this city should just focus on its economics a little. Okay, done, and everybody off. Hey, you haven't been giving them... Okay, I thought having Alchemist meant that I would get the Mithril and Adamant and stuff automatically, but I guess not. As I was starting to say, I'm trying to decide whether I should mix the Shadow Demons in and hope they draw enemy fire and regenerate back, or if I should keep them as their own unit that regenerates. Because if I can amass 9 of them, as long as they... But I believe if they're killed by white magic, such as Starfires or Banish, they do not regenerate, if memory serves. And she does have white magic, so... It is very unfortunate that my halberdiers would not have adamant, and my warlocks would. That's fairly backwards there. But I cannot undo that now that it's done. You made peace with yellow, huh? Well, they finally took that city. 1, 2... Huh. Wish they would go back to war. I'm sort of counting on that. These warlocks, the maintenance cost of this army is actually half my gross national product, it appears. Well, let's make more of them anyway. This is do or die. Alright. First target. It's got Heavenly Light on it. I'm going to go ahead and incorporate this. This is an army now. This will hold. Hold. Warlocks are faster than halberdiers. Odd. Alright. Let me see. I'm going to get those Highman Priest involved. I think I will have 2 stacks with a small amount of surplus that will end up being used up as units die. How many cities can I take before I run out? I think that has more to do with her spell casting than anything else. Alright. Now, adamant ones of those. And let's keep going with the shadows. Alright, I'm going to position this one further in. Wow, you're keeping walled cities with maxed out armies. Okay, hold still. In. Hold still. Okay. Should probably keep... I'm not entirely sure how to divide my forces on this one. I guess I should keep the priests at the front line since they'll be healing, as well as the shadow demons since they'll be... Is that you? No. By the way, sawmill. I won't rush production until I'm sure I get to keep these cities, though. Alright, right. He moves faster on hills, I forgot. And I'm going to leave... Well, I guess I'm going to not do anything to, like, get around. Yeah, I'm even going to take those. Alright. Why did this split? Alright. It's time to declare our war. Yeah, I'm not going to try to split a third. I'm not going to try to make a third army out of this. I could and try to take 3 cities at once, but I fear I'd be stretching myself too thin. These are the 3 cities I need to take first, and then these over here can come later. I should be building roads. Why have I not built any roads? I'm going to tuck this... Oh, right, I can't put boats in cities in this game. I keep forgetting that. Okay, I'm going to push these 2 out. I'm going to get the 2 High Men Priests and 1 Shadow Demon. I'm so sorry, you 2, but you are going to be my fodder! Shame about the Legendary, but there's no surviving what's coming. Yeah. These are going to be vicious battles. So, whatever survives of these 2 stacks join together and hits this. These 3 cities I can mop up afterwards. I should be worried about unicorns. Everything I have is ranged. If those unicorns... They can mess my forces up. Alright, I'm even going to send the spearmen. I should have done it sooner. I need everything I can. Music seems to be slowing down. Tends to do that when I push the cycles up this high. I am really, really impressed, by the way. I know I've made that clear, but actually adding new buildings, getting nice sprites for them, but actually getting the sprites and increasing the number. I've only seen replacing one thing with another. This is the first time I've seen new content added to the game without anything being taken away. At least nothing that I can tell. And that's, in the world of modding, there's a lot of things like ROM hacks that never managed to, well, actually, that's not true. Eventually, they did figure it out. That was a huge wall for a long time in ROM hacks. A huge wall. I think it was the NES ones in particular. The game counts how big, like, how big the file is. You could never make the file size bigger at first. It took them a long time to figure that out. Figure ways around it. So for the longest time, and to this day, most ROM hacks are replacing things with other things. Okay, we've got everything. And I have a lot of spare units. Let's do a final check. Okay, patrol. Step up. No, go back. Okay. And step forward, step forward. Okay. Well, I could strike this turn, or I could wait one more turn for these to start moving. That's not a lot in that city. I think I'm going to actually push up and try to hit 3 cities at once. It's a bold plan, but I think that's the correct one. Even if one of those battles is lost, I'll still hold 2 of the key cities. Well, I guess this one's not a... Well, it's got the Adamant and the Menthil. I think this one's a key city, too. I just need enough stuff left over. She's got a lot of forces on this continent now. She's summoning stuff to here, too. That means her magic circle is around here somewhere. Okay, you guys need a Colosseum. Since I can't build that, you'll have to make do with a Parthenon. And that's my spare. My superfluous unit. Oh, you're in my way. Well. Every turn that you force me to delay, my legions of doom only grow. I should be doing the comparison of power right now and seeing where we stand. I want to know how yellow and green and blue are in relation to each other, and I want to see what it says about my military now. Now that I've spent quite a while dedicated entirely to the production of units that are probably going to lose a lot of those. Lose most of my forces and then try to hold a bunch of territory. Zerk, Siphon Life, Reaper Slash. What I wouldn't give for Death Spell right now. Possession is a really iffy one. I could research it quickly, but I think I want to go to war now, so no more delays. Alright, everyone is in position, except for this stack, because they're standing in the way. I wonder, almost feels like they're doing it on purpose. Alright, well, one way or the other, tomorrow is the declaration. Ooh, we got over 4,000. I want to click the Siphon Mana button so much. We'll get back to that. But every warm body, or cold, glowing body, as the case may be, is needed in this war. Basically, the results of this is probably going to dictate whether I win or lose the game, if I can take this continent or not. It's not going to be easy going, even if I win this, but this is probably the deciding factor of the game, this campaign right here. Oh, well, I guess you can't move this turn. Okay. Alright. Well, give me stuff? Oh, wow. Okay, well, I let you know my intention. So, you know, at least I was fair about it. Well, that's not very encouraging. Looks like she is definitely losing heavily. Usually whoever's on the Mirren plane at the start is ahead of the game. But not in this case. Alright. Here we go. Battle 1. Ooh! Holy word, huh? And it knows enough to walk out of the castle gates because I'm sporting all ranged. Holy word, that's pretty high end there. Darkness isn't going to help me that much. Mana Leak isn't going to help me that much. How is their dwarves, of course. Resistance is through the roof. Black Sleep is dicey. Well, I've got to cast something. Got to put my mana to use somehow. I'm gonna go with Darkness. Alright. None of my warlocks are here. Okay. Oh shit. Why are you not getting hurt? Oh well. If that's not working, we need to change target. Okay, why are you not being hurt? You don't have large shields or anything. This should be decimating you. You're still able to regenerate from that, right? During battle at least? This is not going well. Alright, the damage is based on their resistance, which is high. Great. Alright. Can't summon fodder yet. That's not likely because it's resistance. I think I'm actually going to hold my MP. I think I'll... Oh, crap. Well, that may have been a mistake. Why is this doing nothing? We have we have spell power of 4 with 6 figures. This should be doing more than this. Large shields or not. These guys with their 6 power and less figures are scoring, hitting hard. There is some factor I don't understand. This should be hitting much harder than it is. Is it a to-hit thing? +2 to hit? +1 to melee. Specifically to melee. I did not know that they could do that. So it's a to-hit thing, is it? Well, these guys have tons of ammo. She has a bottomless wellspring of mana. Great. And we're all out of ammo, huh? Not healing, though. It appears to me that she does not know that spell. Alright, I think I can beat dwarves, since some of us have adamant, and, well, the dwarves have been all chewed up by my ranged attacks. Ooh, ow, hit! When the cannons do hit, they really, really hit. I still don't know what to do with this. Weakness. No, let's go with fodder. Oh, right. I forgot. Counter magic. I don't think their regeneration is working. It appears to me that because it was done by white spells, they're just messed up. Alright. Are we all out? We're all out. Alright, from this point on, what I have in play has got to be enough. 3 melee units to 2 melee units. That's promising. That adamant, that's a big deal. Uh-huh. What, is your cannon gonna... It's got a melee of 1. They're going to try to melee me with the cannon? Force me to come in the city and mess things up. Alright! What were my losses? Well, I'm down to 6 units instead of 9. Shadow demons are intact. Loads of power. Mithril and adamant. Yeah, plus the Miners Guild. Let's knock these walls out. Steam cannons? Yeah, they didn't have much luck with those either. You know, I'm a big fan of building my economy first. But in this case, I think I want hammer hands as soon as is possible. I'll only pause long enough to get this library and alchemist guild, so they'll have adamant. Okay. Battle 2. What should I send in for this? I have a lot of warlocks here. I'm going to lose the heroes. I know I'm going to lose them in all of this. But... here we go. Ooh, started with counter magic this time. Haven't got to all the banishing yet, eh? Manly. Oh wow, that got through. What can you do that I cannot? Healing. It's pretty good answer, actually. Oh boy, the walls actually made that last fight easier. Alright. Alright. Let's... oh, right. Well, you countered 2 Doom Bolts, but you can't counter them all. Gone! Wow, countered 3 out of 4 Doom Bolts. That was a very effective counter magic. Highly, highly effective. And my black sleep. Great. I gotta get those. Vulnerability, huh? I have so much firepower right now. We don't appear to have healing, so maybe I should try to take advantage of that. Oh good, got something to do at least. Not that it did much. I'm just trying to ding up everything, so whatever they put in vulnerability on this time is going to be already damaged. Huh. Not too shabby. Not so good. Not so good. What do we got? That counter magic actually has done very well. I'm hitting you with magical attacks. Okay, taking 2 off of everything. That's really bad. I don't have enough melee to deal with this. Oh boy. I may have been banking a little too heavily on the warlocks. Okay. Let's pull back. Yikes. Oh crap. Oh crap. Alright. 4 figures with 4 attacks, 6 defense, 1 hit point. They've got 3 hit points. Oh boy. Nope, that's not gonna work. Healing or no, that is not gonna work. And there's no way this guy can fight it. Doesn't even have a magical weapon. Alright. Is there any possibility that I can drag this out for, let me see, 18 turns? Yeah, 18 turns. Because I have a second army prepped to come in. I have healing. I have one regenerating flying unit that still has ammo. Where's this magic gun? They seem to only be able to move one square because dwarves are slow. So yes, I can do this. Okay, and we'll come in with a second army. And hopefully not lose any of these oh-so-critical units. Because I'll need something to hold the cities once I take them. So everything I lose in this campaign is, I can't call it irreplaceable, but definitely hurts me considerably. Does that counter magic ever run out of potency? Bump, 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 bump. What if I could just find out what it is that you're after, and then only move that unit? The priests? Good. Let's try not to mess their city up, though. Because I want that town. Yeah, they are the most vulnerable thing. And priests' healing units are generally a very good thing to target. Hopefully my priests are not slaughtering the peasantry right now. I hate having to walk through a city in battle. Okay, we've got this. Dwarves never used to have this drawback. They're still an amazing race, but this movement thing is quite the liability in battle. Even with the added resistance, I hope that they have better armor than normal. Looks like they do. So, more armor, more resistance, and a terrible liability. And she lost a lot of mana crystals today. Because I had mana drain going this entire time. I don't think I didn't lose a single unit. Okay, Army B! Finish this for me! Oh, right with the aggressive spells straight off. No messing around. Too bad. Doombolt. Doombolt! Doombolt? This one guy. Just... Okay. And there we go. I think that's as far as we get for today. So that went as well as could possibly, better than could have possibly been expected, honestly. I have lost only a few units here, and I have managed to already take 2 cities. I'm fairly confident this entire continent will fall to me in a relatively quick fashion. And then... By the way... Wait, not you. We probably won't get an answer on this until next turn. I am admittedly kicking the weakest player who never did anything to me except colonize my territory. Just because I hadn't put a flag on it yet doesn't mean it wasn't already mine, right? So, until next time and every time, this is Hadrian signing off.